Good, thanks. Good to have you, Ian. You are new student. We all have to have new student every time, so we'll see what we can do so that you are also in, and probably we'll also do a recording just in case that some of the friends who missed out will be able to catch up. So we'll do a quick rundown of what we did last time, and then we'll come through to where we are. I think it won't take us much time. We'll be done very soon. Okay, so just quickly, we'll go through this together, and I hope you had some idea of these, some of the characters in the past. So Rocio will mainly be translated into Spanish when there's a need to translate to Spanish. But otherwise, we will be having a discussion of the Chinese characters, mainly with you, Ian. Let's see if Fuzi will come through, but maybe not. You never know. So, let's start here. We want to hear you read for us this part over here.
我爱他。
Very good. Very good. So from the way you have read that, I think you have some familiarity, right?
Yes, just a little bit.
Okay, that's good. We can work with that. So I like the tones that you gave here. Very spot on. So we'll move on. This means I love her. And do you know why we're saying I love her instead of I love him?
No.
Sorry?
No.
Okay. It's because of the character here, okay? This is what made her, okay. If it wasn't her, we were going to have a person, a him character, which is like this. And then you will have this come through and like this. I'm sorry, my mouse is moving. Okay, but the first part, this part here, it has to be like this for him. And for her, it has to be like this, the female character, okay? So when you see this one, and then this comes up, this doesn't change because it's the year, it's the radical doesn't change. If it's like this, that's him, okay? And if we add the same character up at the front, like this, like we did here, that's her, okay? So that's why we said I love her. That's the character part. We change that part, okay? All right, can you read this part?
我读了8本书。
Very good. Rocio, do you hear that? His tones are very nice, right? Spot on.
Yes, yes, very nice. Good job.
Very good. Nice. So what we will do is we will translate that for you. I read 8 books, right? So just the point where we would want to hear from you is, what is this one doing there? Ben, what is Ben doing there?
Is that a measure word?
Very good, very good. So that's the measurement for books and everything related to the library. Okay, let's move on quickly. This one is the best student we've ever had. Let's see. Can you read this one for us?
爸爸喜欢喝茶。
Nice, good. Nice, that's very nice. So can you come again on that one?
Oh, you want me to read it again?
Sure.
Okay. 爸爸喜欢喝茶。
Nice. Okay, so I think you did a very good job on the tones again. Let's just work on the last one, which is the one that we want to work on. Okay, so if you remember, when we were doing read, how do you say read?
读
Yes, and it's the same tone we're using for T. How do you say T now?
ช้า
Okay, let's do again read.
读
Let's do T.
ช้า
Yes, you see, so it's not cha, it's cha. You get that? Do,
เอ
cha. Okay, it's the same tone right there. But otherwise, you did a very good job. Okay, nice. So, this one is pretty straightforward. 喜欢喝茶. Right, nice. So that's Dad likes to drink tea. Nice. Okay, so of course the word we're working on is papa, but for you, I'm sure that will be basic stuff. So we're just trying to see if we can pick up something else that could be useful to you. Okay, let's see. How do we read this one?
大杯子是我的
Ah, lovely. Wow. Very good. So what does that mean?
The big cup is mine.
Ah, nice. What if it's Rocio's? How do we say that big cup is Rocio's?
大杯子是我有的
Lovely, lovely. Fantastic. Let's move on.
我住在北京
Ah, it's very good. Okay. So okay, so this is all basic. This one will be of interest. Thai. What do you think of Thai? What is Thai doing there?
在
Hmm.
Is that like in or
Yes,
in?
yes, that's the word. So we use it almost every time when you want to open a Bible, you say it. If you want to say in again, like you said, and if you're doing something, you could also use Thai to say I'm at Thai shops, Thai work, Thai reading, everything you could use Thai. And Beijing, I'm sure I've come across before, the capital city of China. But you're not in China, right? Which city are you from? Can you come again on this sentence and tell us the city you're from?
我住在天津
Sorry?
我住在天津
And okay, good. Nice work. I never heard of that city before.
Oh, Port Moresby.
Port?
Port Moresby.
Oh, wow. All right, nice. I think after the lesson, we should talk more about that one. Okay. All right, so we did Ben in the past. So I think we'll skip this one because it's exactly the same. But last time we were doing do, which was to read. And now we're doing Ben. But we'll just look at this one. What is this one doing here?
So it means
Please come again.
meaning like you've done it or
Yeah,
complete.
very
Oh.
good. Fantastic. That's exactly what it's standing for there. So this person has done it. Okay, good. Here's another one. Can you read it for us?
谢谢不客气
Lovely. Lovely. So what did you notice there? On, let's start from here. What did you make of those tones?
They're the fourth tone.
Yes. But how did you read them?
It's read like the third tone.
Okay, so that's what normally happens, right? The other one changes when because this will be xie, xie, all right? But instead, what happens is this one turns into a second tone, and this one stays the same. So this one will be xie, xie. You get that? Xie, xie.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, and it's the same thing that happens again here when you say ko, ko. Okay, so we go ke, tsu. So whenever we have
Chi.
two fourth tone following each other, we will have one turn into second tone. So 谢谢, we don't say 谢谢, yeah, 谢谢. Okay. So that's another thing
谢谢.
to come to. Yeah, 谢谢. Okay. Okay, good. Can you read this for us and translate for us?
Okay. 对不起，我不爱你。
What does that mean?
Sorry, I do not love you.
Yes, very good. Very good. Okay, now let's talk about vegetables. The word for vegetables is
菜菜
please read it again.
菜
Sorry, please come again. If we didn't pick that.
菜
Yes, and there's a bit of a breaking in the audio, but we picked the last part, so that's good. This can also mean a meal, right? But in this instance, we're using it as vegetables because it has those meanings. It can mean vegetables, it can mean a meal. So working with vegetables, this part here, where we put in this marker, I'm not sure what to call it in English, but that whenever you see that marker, we're saying we're picking this word. That's what we're placing here. And it's the same we're doing here. Okay, so just assume that whatever the word we're taking up there is the same word that's been put in. So it's just a placeholder of the word. Okay, so let's read together. I think we'll let you read first because I think your tones are good to read it. Let's hear you read it.
我去超市买点盐啊
And the word in the end
菜
is, so combine it together now.
我去超市买点菜
Very good, very good, nice. So that means, what does that mean?
It means I go to the supermarket to buy some food.
Yes, very good. Or some vegetables that will also work. Here we could say vegetables. And why is it saying I go and not I went?
Not sure.
Okay. You remember we said there's that marker where we said it shows that it's completed.
Right.
We said la, right?
Right.
Yes. So if we had said 我去了, that means I went. Or sometimes you can say 我去超市买一点菜了. Sometimes they'll put la at the end. It also makes it a complete marker. So la will be placed almost everywhere to make this sentence a completed marker. Or chula, I've went to the shops. Or mile, that means they have already bought. Or they could say the whole sentence and then put la at the end. There are some people who do that, but I find it confusing. I think I'd rather put it right in the front so that somebody gets the idea that it's already completed. Okay. So that's the part with the time. What else can we tell you about it? Okay, so if you're into characters, this part here, side part, there will be a tree under. It should be like this. Usually they write from left to right, top to bottom, and then they will put this tree over here, and they will also put grass on top of that. So you should remember grass, tree, then that will be vegetables for you. Okay, just a bit of touching on the characters a bit. Okay, so let's look at this one. We did the tone before, so let's hear you read it. Let's see if you have mastered it this time.
请喝杯白茶吧。
Ah, lovely. Spot on. Very, very good. Please read it again.
请喝杯茶吧。
Yes, nice. So the tone we were working on last time was cha. And I think you're getting it, you're really hitting it nicely this time around. So what does this statement mean?
It means please have a cup of tea.
Very good. But what is ba doing at the end?
Yeah, not sure.
Okay, good. So ba is usually a polite way of offering. If you say somebody, let's go to the shops, right? In Chinese, instead of saying let's go to the shops, which is more of a demand, if you want to make that a polite, if you want to polite in that, to make it sound as if you're offering them, like they have a choice, and you ask them politely, you put the ba at the end in there. Okay, so if you say, carry this for me, ba, that means as a polite way. It's different from when your mama is calling you. Come here. She won't have to be polite with that. But if you're asking somebody over, you can say, can you come over? So in that case, you say, come here, ba. That's a polite way of saying it. Okay, so Rocio, do you want to translate that?
Yes. Al último está la palabra va, porque es una forma formal de preguntar a alguien. Si es que su mamá le estuviera diciendo, ven acá o haz esto, entonces no usa esa última palabra como ayuda para algo más formal. Y en este caso le está diciendo que por favor, tómese una taza de café en forma formal a una persona como una cultura hispana que no conocemos o que es mayor que nosotros. Okay.
All right, lovely. Good. So what is pay doing here? We also have pay.
Is that measure word?
Good. You almost there. You remember we did pay in the past, right?
It's cup.
Let me remind you. When you talk about tea, let's just go there, right? Here we are. Do you see the bay we're talking of?
Yes.
Yes. So
Okay, it's cup.
it's a cup, yes. It's not a measure word, it's a cup. So here we just took the bay part because bay on its own actually means cup. The C part, they put it in most, if you see most Chinese words, they'll have the C part. But this will be sufficient, just the bay part. So we're saying cup and then tea. So 吃喝杯茶饭. So a cup, a cup part is actually coming from this word pay. So you can use pay. That pen is not visible. Just pick a red one maybe. You can use pay like this, or you could use beizhi. Okay, so beizhi. You could use beizhi or you could use bei. So whenever you see bei alone or beizhi, it's the same thing, all right? So this is one of those few words, actually many words that you will see that you can use without C, the C part, which looks like this. It's one of those words because C will be used as an ending of many nouns, but they can be said without that C part, okay? Is it worth translating, Monsieur, or we can skip it?
I'll do it really quick. Habló de la palabra bei, que en el otro ejemplo decía beits, porque también es copa, y mencionó que es más común que se use beits para una taza, una copa para tomar té, que bei, pero también está correcto usar bei, y esa rayita es como decir en blanco que ponga la palabra cha, va. Entonces, por favor, tome una taza de café. O de té, perdón, de té. Okay.
Very good, thank you. All right, so we're back. This time we're not talking about drinking, we're talking about eating. Can you read this for us?
Okay. 请吃点米饭。
Yes. Please read it again.
请吃点米饭。
Very good. So what's the word to eat? Let's start with the word for eat.
吃
Okay, remember it's a first tone, high pitched, flat.
吃
All right. Chu.
吃
Yes. Okay, so let's do it again. Just say please eat.
请
Please eat.
请吃
Yes. Okay, let's read it together now.
请吃点米饭。
Yes, very good. So again, what is this? What is Dia doing here? What is Dia doing here?
That's some.
Yes, some. That's very good. That's very good. So you hear that a lot when you're offering somebody something. They won't let you give you like the lump, some of the whole thing. They will try and offer you some of it. So easier will come through most times. You can actually use EDA on its own, but you could also use EDR together with the DN and ER. Well, this here, there's another E in between here, so it will be like D, A, rather I, N, E, EDN, and then you could have A, N, and then E, R at the end. So it comes D, R, EDR. So if you hear EDR, that's where it will be coming from. It is a variant of DN. So some people use that, but you could use DN. It's the same thing. Okay.
Okay.
Good. So when you see both DN and EDR, it's the same thing. Okay, Brazil.
Can you explain it really brief again? The difference between EDN or is it EDN or E or D? Or that's what I didn't understand very well.
Okay, so we have E, which is 1, right? And then DN, which is this part where you see this looks like this. This alone, EDN, it means a little.
Yes.
Or some, just a little of it. But then there are times where you see this together with DN. Let's see if I can type it up quickly. Okay, this is just a random thing. And then they'll put this part here. Okay, so we say in this part is tiene, it could be tiene, just this part, or it could be tiene. And then if you put this one, it's dia. The N is a little bit crashed, so that you have the R sounding more a little stronger.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but it's the same thing, just the way they talk, like when you're speaking it, that's when you will hear some people sticking to idiom and some people going with it. Yeah. So but the meaning is basically the same. Like it would mean a little or some, like in this instance, we say, please have some rice. 一点请吃一点米饭. So you would use 一点 or 一点.
Okay. But we can also use it without the E, right? The E.
The ER at the end. This part here.
Yeah, but at the beginning, the E.
Yes, you could also
DR.
use without the E. That's true. You could also use
Okay.
just there and there. In this case,
Okay.
like you have seen there, because it's rice, we're saying there, me fine. But you could also use it there, me fine. It's still fine. So you could use, you can
Either way.
strip it off both the front and just leave
Okay.
the trunk. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, let me translate. En este ejemplo está hablando en cuanto a la palabra del medio, la D-I-A-N-R, y explicó que es lo mismo que decir y, dien, sin la R al último. Y cuando pronunciamos esa palabra, la D-I-A-N-R, la N se vuelve silenciosa y nomás decimos DR, DR, DR. Y podemos usarla con la I también, pero no es necesario. Puede ser con la I, DR, o si nomás DR. Okay.
Nice. Very good. Okay, so here we are. Can you read this one for us, Ian?
我们坐出租车出火车站。
Yes, very good. Yeah, Ian's tones are very spot on. This is very nice. This is marvelous. The way how did you learn the tones? Because I think that will be very useful to some who will be watching later on.
We had a brother teach us some years back, so I just stuck with them.
Yeah, yeah.
Very good.
So both the teacher and the student did a very good job. Because those tones are really very spot on. Please read that again.
我们坐出租车出火车站。
Right, lovely. So let's just work a little bit on 火车站. Okay, say that again.
火车站
Yes. So what does that mean?
train station.
Yes. Which part is station?
John?
Okay, that's correct. Let's correct on the tone.
John.
Very good. And which part is train?
火车
Yes. Why is that part called train? Why are we saying 火车 is train?
Not sure.
Okay, but you can split it up. Okay, what does this mean? What does 车 mean? Sorry?
I'm not sure.
Okay. So this is a car, right? Score is car. Okay. So here we have 我. Okay, sorry. Let me do it this way. Just a second. I think my handwriting is too bad. Let's see if we can fire up the Chrome browser real quick. And that way we will be able to work faster. Okay, sorry about that. This is where we were last time. Okay. Nice. I don't know what's being translated. Okay, next week. Okay, there we go. So we'll say, sorry. Can you see my browser? Can you see my browser? Okay. Are we there? Rocio, are you there? Ian, are you there?
Yes, now we see it.
Can you see my browser?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, my internet
Yes, we can.
is not stable. Okay, that's what's happening. I was wondering what's happening. Okay, it's my internet. Anyway, if you can see, then that's fine. So you see here, we say car is a vehicle or a car, right? Vehicle, car. And then we said for means fire, right? Let's use the character. For, I'm sorry, I thought I changed that to. Okay, this one here. That's the fire character, for. Okay. So we're saying car is car, and then now we have fire and car. So we're saying a fire vehicle, right? Fire. So that's where we're getting the train from, because back then they all used fire, they used coal, right? Okay, did you get that, Ian?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Good. So, and now we're saying John is a stopping point. A station. Okay. Station. Stop. Halt. Or stand. Okay. So we're saying train stop. That place is a 火车站. 火车站. So that's where we have in a 火车 station or a train station. All right, that's good. But that's not the only car we have on this phrase, right? We also have another car. Did you pick that one up? Another vehicle that we have here. What is it?
On taxi.
So yes, and how do we call it in Chinese?
出租车.
Very good, very good. And I think if you saw the last video we did, we explained why we call it 出租车, because 出租 is to rent, right? So we rent a car. So we're using a taxi to go to. Can you translate this statement for us?
So we're taking a taxi to the train station.
Nice, very good, very good. Your translation is spot on. So this could be used in present form, like you just did. We're taking a taxi to the train station, right? We're doing that now. 我们坐出租车出火车站. Or if somebody asks you, how do you go to the train station? How do you usually go to the train station? You could also answer 我们坐出租车出火车站 we take a taxi to the train station. Okay, so this could be in a description form, or this could be in a present form where you actually telling someone what you're doing at that time. Okay, good. So anything to add on this one, Rocio?
No, because you already explained it, right, in the other video, or should I go just review it a little bit?
I think if you feel it's done, then that's fine. We can just move on this one.
Okay, I'll do it really quick.
Okay.
Nomás explicó en esta sección en cuanto a que en la otra clase ¿cómo se dice? Lo desmenuzó más, como le explicó al hermano Ian que en la palabra larga de ho, chu, chan, ahí quiere decir la última palabra es la estación y ho, chu significa, bueno, ho es fuego y chu es como vehículo. Entonces, vehículo de fuego quiere decir un tren y así es como se traduce. Y el de arriba habló en cuanto al taxi, que es lo mismo que en lo primero, el chus significa alquilar o rentar y ch es vehículo, entonces un taxi porque se paga. Okay.
Thank you. Nicely done. Good. Okay. Can you read this one for us, Ian?
在打电话
Yes, very good. What does Thai, what does the statement mean before we go to Thai?
he is calling.
Very good. Why are we saying he and not she?
Oh, because of the character.
Yes, very good. And what is Thai doing there?
He's doing it. Or he's
Very good. And the 电话, what does that part mean?
phone call.
Is make a call, right? And then what is not doing at the end?
No. So is that a measure word?
Okay. So the thing about measure words is they normally come before a noun, all right? Like we did with books, we said ben, shoe. We do the same with let's see if we have a road or something that's long, or we could say tiao, lu, okay? The tiao being the measure word, lu being the noun, which is the road. So usually if we have a measure word, it comes just right before the noun. Okay, so if we say bread, you say loaf of bread, right? So loaf comes before bread, sort of that sort of scenario. But in this case, we have na at the end. Usually we have na as a question if we say ni, na, and then we have a question mark. But here we have na and the full stop. So what is na doing there?
It's just used at the end.
Okay, nice try. Very good. So let's just see if we can pull this up. Wait a moment. I can explain it to you, but I'm thinking maybe we could see the definitions right on Google. Let's see. Just put it up there. Not so much. Not so much. Okay, so I'm gonna say it to you, okay? The way we can use na, it's a particle that's used to indicate that a previous question is to be applied. Let's say, what about, or and dash dash dash, like we did ni hao, or hen hao, ni na. That's the na part coming through, which is and you, which is we'll continue from the last question that we asked me, and then I'm returning back to you. So we still continue that conversation if you use and you, and then you use na in that case. And if you use na at the end like this, you could also use it to signal a pause or to emphasize the preceding words and allow the listener to take them on board. For example, if we say, okay, or are you with me? In that case, you could use na at the end. So in this case, we're doing it probably for emphasis, that the person we're talking of is making a call, or he's calling. So that's another way you could use na. I think it's a little bit advanced stuff, but you get along with it. It could also be used at the end of a declarative sentence, which could be part of what we've seen here, where the particle is used to indicate a continuation of a state or an action. He is calling. So because it's continuing, it's a continual action, the person is still calling, and then we use na at the end of that sentence. So we can say this is a declarative sentence in that sense, and that's why we were seeing na at the end there. Okay, so usually it's just say we're just using it for emphasis. I think to keep it simple, it's for emphasis. Okay.
Okay, thank
Good. Rocio? Rocio, you there?
Did you call me?
Yes.
Yes.
You wanna translate that?
Explain? Yes. Sí. Entonces explico en cuanto a la última palabra, na, que es como, no es un ayudante, sino es una forma de agregar a lo que se está diciendo, como cuando uno le dice a Nina y tú, entonces quiere decir que viene como de la palabra, se puede decir que es esta, que está, él está llamándome, o él está llamando o llamándome, por eso es que termina con na. Ok.
Very good, thank you. Okay, this is the next one. We did that before. Please read this sentence.
这个苹果很大。
Yes, very good. Let's come on the apple. What's the word for apple?
苹果
Okay, let's watch here. What do we have?
second toe and third toe.
So how do we read that?
苹果
Okay, let's do this one alone.
我
Yes, you see that it falls down and up. So let's do that again.
苹果
Yes, correct. Okay, so bingo. Now let's read together. Combined.
这个苹果很大。
Right, nicely done. So which one is the measure word?
个
Why are we saying go is the measure word?
you're not sure.
Yeah, but for starters, we know go is the measure word, right? We could just say because
Yeah.
we know it is a measure word.
Yeah.
But what does it have? What will be looking at the position? Remember what we said about position of measure words. What can you say
Oh,
about
so-
the position of go?
So it's talking about the apple.
Yes. So we said measure words usually come where? Before what?
Before the noun.
Yes, that's true. So we said loaf of bread. Bread being the noun. So in this case, you're saying "ge" is our measure word. 苹果 is our noun. So "ge", 这个 this apple. Okay. So even if somebody would remove "ge" from this, it would still make sense, even though it would not be accurate in the grammatic sense of it. If you say 这苹果, this apple, but we would go with 这个 so that it's more accurate. All right, good. Okay, so can we move on, or Roshi, you want to talk on that?
Ok. Explicó que la palabra que es el measure word, ga, siempre viene antes de un sustantivo. Y el sustantivo en esta ocasión sería la manzana. Y es por eso que tiene ga al principio de la manzana, de pinguo. Ok.
Very good, thank you. Okay, are we done? Let's see, do we have another one coming? Okay, good. Can you read this one?
Okay. 这是我的书。
Yes, we touched on this one, right? I think this is pretty straightforward for you. We wouldn't waste time on that one. And this one?
现在是下午3点20。
Lovely, lovely. So fantastic job there. You read the numbers as well. If I didn't know, we wouldn't know we were reading the numbers. So nicely done. Great work. So please read it again. This time again, please read it again.
现在是下午3点20。
Good. So let's start with the word for now. What is the word for now?
现在
Yes. In this part alone?
Sorry, which part?
This one here.
在
Okay, combine it together.
现在
Yes, correct. Let's come here.
下午
Very good. Now read it together.
现在是下午3点20。
Very good. Okay. Some of them I think are changing slightly when you read them. Okay, my emphasis is on this one. Xia, all right. And let's also hear your emphasis on 在, okay? 现在, xia, wu. Let's do it again.
现在是下午3点20。
Very good. Nicely done. Rocio, this one is the best student we've ever had. We've covered so much.
Good job, Ian.
Very good.
Thank
Lovely.
you.
Okay, can you read this one?
我买了个电脑。
Okay, good. Come again on this one.
买了
Yes, so read it again.
just 买
The whole sentence now.
okay 我买了
Okay, you changing now. Okay, you changing this one.
sorry 买
Yes. So again.
我买了个电脑。
Very good, very good. Okay, and what does that mean?
I bought a computer.
Good. And we could say eager, right? Eager there now,
Right.
like this, to say one. Or we could just say go. It's in third, we know it's one. Okay, so that's another way of putting it there. Okay, this one.
妈妈在看电视。
Very good. Here.
在
Okay, so read it again with emphasis on that one.
妈妈在看电视。
Okay, now your emphasis again should be there equally because it's the same tone, fourth tone.
So 妈妈在看电视。
Yes, very good. Lovely, lovely. So what does that mean?
Mom is watching TV.
Very good, nice. This just will go through. Okay, you've done that. That's what I've done. All right, good. So we're at the end of the lesson today. Nice job. That was very, very lovely. Very fantastic. I really enjoyed that one. Nice work, Ian. Thank you, Rocio, for translating as well.
Oh, you're very welcome.
All right.
Thank you.